We are live.
We're live.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back to the Joystick Jungle. I'm your host, Jason Johnson, with co-host Brian Clements.
What's
And
that?
today we are going to be talking about Call of Duty One Shot, One Kill.
Okay. That sounds interesting.
Yeah. It said, back many years ago when I first got my PS4 for, I think 2018 Christmas. We sat there and it came with the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 game.
Oh,
you
nice.
Get like the console and then a game with it. Yeah, and my favorite game mode was One Shot, One Kill.
Okay.
Basically, you run around with a revolver. It has 3 bullets in it, and it's one shot. As soon as you hit somebody with it, it's instant down.
Nice.
And you, for every kill, you get 1 bullet.
Okay.
So, theoretically, you shouldn't run out of ammo.
Yeah.
But the only way to, I would say, to get ammo is to either melee kill someone, like, knock them melee, or shoot them.
Okay.
But, this kind of one shot, limited ammo, it was making me think about a couple of different animals I like. And the first one I would like to talk about is the pistol shrimp. So essentially, the pistol shrimp has a humongous claw, one small, one humongous claw.
Yeah.
And it snaps it fairly quickly and powerful.
Okay.
And with that, it creates a cavitation bubble. Cavitation bubble is basically pressurized air.
Okay.
Yeah, because of how fast the water moves, there's no water there, and it creates an air bubble.
Yeah.
And when the air bubble collapses, because of how pressurized it was, it has a small flash of light, which is a thing called sonoluminance.
Okay.
Sono being sound.
Yeah.
And then luminant being light. But because of the pressure and the way it collapses, it's about 4,100 or 400 degrees Celsius.
Oh, wow.
8,500 degrees Fahrenheit.
But
because of how hot and the shock wave it creates, it either stuns and or kills its prey.
Wow. Hey, that's pretty hot. I mean,
it's close to being above the temperature of the sun.
I would say that is got some
kick to it.
Yeah, some kick. Yes, that's crazy. Sorry, I was trying to share this out here a little bit. See if I can get this shared out for us. That way we got some additional friends on here to join us. So cool. Awesome. Okay, so anyways, it snap generates like crazy ass temperatures, super loud, 218 decibels.
Yeah.
Like that's loud. I think a jet's less than that. Like
extended exposure to 90 decibels gives you hearing loss.
So. Yeah. That's crazy. So does it use it just for like hunting, or does it like
also uses it for self-defense?
Okay.
They're not the most sturdy animals. I call them the glass cannon because they have this super powerful, attack, snap, but there's a recharge on it.
Okay.
Basically it has this claw open, and when it snaps it has to charge it back up real slow.
Okay.
And they don't have a very sturdy exoskeleton, so if it doesn't hit, then
it's screwed.
Yeah.
It's done for.
It's a shrimp.
Yeah.
Shrimp scampi.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like actually that claw would be probably delicious. So think about the muscle that's built into that sucker. But so what else? So tell me what else about this, this pistol shrimp. What else you got?
Well, that was the big thing.
Yeah. So I see on here, you has to use it strategically, right? Because if it uses it
recharge.
Yeah.
It's not like an auto fire, keep snapping.
Yeah.
It's to basically charge up the muscles.
Okay.
Before it retracts them again.
Snap. Nice. So how does that, like when you're talking about Call of Duty, one shot, one kill, kind of that game mode.
Yeah.
What if you could put that like into the pistol shrimp, and how does that like really correlate? I mean, so bring those two together for me.
So with it being a pistol shrimp, the revolver one shot, one kill game mode really ties in, I feel, and then the limited ammo. You know, it's not getting rapid fire.
Yeah.
It kind of has a cooldown on it.
Yeah.
But if it hits, it's a one shot, you know, done. It's a very powerful move. So I felt that it was more metaphorical.
Yeah.
And being like, you know, if it hits, it's a one shot. If it doesn't, then you're out of ammo.
Okay.
Kind of use strategically.
Yeah.
It's a different, I would say, like play style, gameplay.
Okay.
You know,
Nice.
you have to think about it a little bit more carefully. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of people play on Call of Duty. I've been playing pretty often, and they go with the spray and pray approach. You know, just
that is 100% me.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Fortnite too. You know,
accuracy and numbers.
Yes, accuracy and numbers. But with this, there's not many numbers. You have to be more smart about it.
Okay. And then, so do you know where are these pistol shrimp? I mean, can we go down to Louisiana to find them? I mean, do you know geographically where these pistol shrimps are at, or are they everywhere?
They're out in the open ocean.
Okay.
Down on coral reefs. They are a burrowing shrimp.
Okay.
So they live in tunnels most of the time alongside goby fish. You know, kind of for protection.
Okay.
You know, scare predators away and other things.
Yeah.
Because of their, you know, delicate structure.
Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty sure they're in the Atlantic Ocean.
Okay.
Yeah. They're just, you know, down on the reefs.
Yeah. Nice. Nice. So what else are we going to talk about? I mean, what else you been working on? I know you got some new kind of things in the works. You got new projects that you're working on. Fill me in a little bit about that, you know, new project that you're working on. I mean, I know about it a little bit, but fill some of your viewers in about the new project and you know, give us a little bit of insight behind the scenes, early access information.
So recently I've been working on the card game we've talked about on previous podcast, where I take real life, you know, real world animals, and I put them in more of a Pokemon game, card game sense, where you can battle and collect their cards. Yeah. I've, you know, made a couple of mock designs for some sea creatures, and one, you know, that's dear to my heart. Yeah. Being the pistol shrimp, you know, we talked about today. I've made a mock card for that. Nice. With its special move, Sonic Snap. Okay. You know, creating this huge shockwave that stuns enemies and incapacitates them from battle. Nice. So on that one, is it going to be like one of those, like, you can only use that ability once every like 3 rounds, or like, you know, how are you going to replicate the recharge of that card? So I'm still, you know, in kind of the building process of it and everything. Yeah. But I've played a couple Pokemon games, and they have like a mana meter, or like how much energy it has. Yeah. So I still have to add in how much energy it takes from the animal itself. Okay. You know, it probably should have a cooldown on it. Add a couple more move sets to it. Yeah. But for the stun effect, you know, it's not like every time it stuns. I'm pretty sure it's around like 30% stun chance. Okay. You know, relative to electric types for Pokemon, you know, it's a so-and-so stun chance. Yeah. And then it'd be paralysis. Or adding in debuffs and buffs. Yeah. Still. Nice. Yeah. I mean, I think it's going to be fun. And I mean, trading cards right now are super duper hot. I mean, and heck, I mean, you can't get trading cards wherever. And anybody who's on here, who's watching, who's a parent, I mean, these are going to be something you can not only do with your kids because they're educational, but it's going to be something I think that's going to be super fun too. I'm excited to watch you grow it and become the next V Friends, or not that I want to knock Gary V off of his step, because he would be mad at me and probably say mean things to me and make me cry, but he would do it in love. But no, I'm excited to see you grow that and take it to, you know, something that I think has a massive reach. So what else we got to talk about? What else we got? My second animal.
Okay, let's talk about this.
The spitting cobra.
Okay, so is this still related to that one shot Call of Duty game type?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
I would say for the same reason the shrimp was. You know, it's limited ammo. You know, and it's a very powerful attack. So base, you know, off the spitting cobra, you hear it in the name, it spits venom. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. It has holes in its front fangs.
Yeah.
Where when it contracts its venom glands, the venom squirts out.
Yeah.
And they have pinpoint accuracy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they can hit moving targets up to, I think, 6 to 9 feet away.
Dang.
Yeah.
I can't hit a moving target 6 to 9 feet away. That's not actually true, but
Megman.
Megman. Yeah. We have a rooster. Someday I will tell you all the story of Megman the rooster and how he's the luckiest rooster alive. But so awesome. So he can shoot stuff like 6 to 8 feet away. That's crazy. For a snake. I mean,
I would say the huge difference between the pistol shrimp and the spitting cobra is their uses.
Okay.
The pistol shrimp uses it for defense, but it's mainly for hunting and territorial disputes.
Okay.
For the spitting cobra, it's more of a defensive thing. It's not really a, attacking, offensive thing. I think in the aspect of hunting, it's just a regular cobra, biting the prey.
Yeah.
But
nice.
I tie this into the Call of Duty one shot, one kill, and with the pistol shrimp, they only have so much venom.
Okay.
So, kind of have to shoot it sparingly.
Okay. Yeah, so they can't just like rapid fire.
They can rapid fire, but once again, they only have so much in their tank.
Okay.
So once they rapid fire it all, they have to recharge it, and that could lead to starvation, not having enough venom to take down their prey.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
So what the ability? I imagine that is it different? Like, are there different species of this spitting cobra, or is there only one species of this cobra? I mean, where do I need to avoid so I don't get spat at by a cobra? Like, am I going again? We going to Mississippi and I'm now fighting some spitting cobras, or is it just like in Australia where everything's trying to kill you?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like Australia, you're like, oh yeah, we've got pistol shrimp that will kill you. We've got spitting cobras. We got bombardier beetles. We've got.
I mean, Australia has the number 1 and number 3 most venomous snakes in the world.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
On top of the most venomous spiders in the world and everything else. But no, spitting cobras are found more in Asia.
Oh, okay.
Around India and Thailand.
Okay. Nice. Well, that would have been good to know before I went to Thailand. And I mean, I didn't run into any spitting cobras, but I could have.
They avoid people.
Okay. Oh, so they're not like, are they not? They're not known to be aggressive.
No. It's more of a self-defense thing.
Okay.
Like they feel cornered.
Yeah.
For most animals, just don't corner them. But
yeah. I don't know a whole lot of animals that enjoy being cornered.
No.
If
Especially
you find yourself face to
rancher.
face with an animal, and I would encourage you don't corner it, or don't try to pet it. That's the other thing.
Yes, not a good idea at all.
Yeah, if you want to pet a cow, you'll have to come to our farm, and we'll let you pet nice cows.
Nice cows.
Not the crazy. Or if you can try to pet a mean cow, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't advise to do that very often. So.
But back to your other question about how many different species there are. There are many different types of spitting cobra, but they've all evolved this trait independently.
Okay.
So this is something that's known as convergent evolution, where they're not directly related, but they have the same ability.
Yeah.
Kind of talk about something prehistoric, the dire wolf.
Okay.
It has absolutely nothing to do with real world wolves nowadays.
Yeah.
But it has the exact same build and look.
Yeah. Heck, I read somewhere they just found a dire wolf.
They found a dire wolf and they used its DNA. It has, I think, a 99% or 97% match with gray wolves.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. So they just brought back 3 pups.
That's crazy. Yeah. Sometimes there's animals that were meant to go extinct. And I feel like a dire wolf is something that I direly don't want to be roaming my
you know how large
field.
regular wolves are?
Yeah, I mean they're a massive dog. And then you add a dire wolf.
Take your biggest dog and then make it wild. Like
no, that reminds me of like the Russian mountain dogs. Like those, they use them to hunt bears, like big ass bears. Like that's insane.
Think of Russia.
That is
grizzly
insane.
And brown bears.
Yeah.
You're not gonna find any small bears.
Yeah, a polar bear.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's
polar bear
crazy.
Fighting dog.
So with this spitting, I was just thinking about this. Like, every cobra, every snake, right?
Mhm.
Their fangs like sit in. Like, how do they
Yeah.
aim? How because like I feel like their head would have to be so far back. Like, are their eyes like more to the side of their head? I mean, because I know cobras,
Yeah.
right? They have a very wide kind of almost triangular ish head.
Hood or
Yeah.
the head?
Well, their head.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
how do they spot and hit their prey at, or whatever they're shooting, spitting
So,
them at? Like,
with most snakes, their fangs sit back in when their mouth is closed, and when they open it, their fangs sit out.
okay,
Kind of like a spider, they're sitting
Yeah.
back and they come out.
okay,
So with that, the holes are on the front.
yeah,
So it has visuals of its target,
okay.
and it just kind of shoots out
Yeah.
straight wherever it's aiming.
dang. You think any of them have ever like spat into the wind and been like, oh, that was a bad idea? Oh, dang it.
Possibly. I think they would have immunity to their own venom.
Yeah, I guess that's
But,
true because
yeah.
it's in their body.
It's in their mouth. What if it leaks?
Mm-hmm.
That would be a very bad day.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, dang it, Billy.
But with that, they can. Well, most cobras in general are fairly large snakes.
Yeah.
King cobras are snake eaters.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna talk about them. But with that
Yeah.
being, they can stand up pretty high off the ground.
Yeah.
So many targets aren't really off limits.
Okay. Yeah, that's
They
again.
aim specifically for the face and eyes
Oh,
to blind and incapacitate predators so they can get away.
yeah.
They have a neurotoxic venom,
Mm-hmm.
meaning that it attacks the nerves.
Okay.
So specifically, wouldn't want to get in your eyes.
Yeah.
Your eyes would stop working.
Yeah. So let's go back to your card game, right?
Yeah.
You play a pistol shrimp.
Okay.
I play a spitting cobra.
Ooh.
Who's winning?
Dang.
I mean,
would
unless
say-
let's say that we're in just normal environment. We'll
Normal
put it in zoo environment, right?
Zoo
Zoo environment
environment.
is the best environment for all types of animals.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
not necessarily, it's not actually
Right.
the best environment, but environmentally, like they've got the best perfect humidity for them, or they've got
Okay, so both of them have their
their full power. Like,
full
who's
power.
winning?
I would think the pistol shrimp, in my opinion,
Yeah,
just because you can't exactly spit venom into the water.
yeah,
It might work, it might not work. It's too, I would say, low of a chance.
yeah,
But with that claw snap, even if it doesn't directly hit its prey, it
Mhm.
still has enough power to incapacitate it.
yeah,
So I don't think the snake would like that very much.
yeah.
It would either be incapacitated or just decide to not have that fight.
Okay, nice. So, well, I mean, and that would assume that my cobra is now swimming in the water.
Yeah, at that point.
But-
So I'm just like,
I mean, if you think about it, though, like even a cobra, like it's not surviving 8,500 degrees
Oh, no, no,
Fahrenheit.
no.
Like that's insane.
pretty decent burn.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, luckily it's in the water, so
Mhm.
I mean that you got that. But okay, so let's talk. You've got as far as I want to get back to the card game because I'm
Okay.
really excited about the card game. Unless you've got something else. Do you have something else you want to chat?
No, not exactly.
I mean, you're more than welcome to. But so I just kind of like thinking about the card game and again want to be able to push it and just kind of go with that. But as you're building this card game out, 1 second. As you're building that stuff out, what can your viewers expect? So like as you're working towards that kind of stuff, as we're talking about these different animals, like, are you going to try to incorporate the majority of these animals into that?
Yeah, I would
Okay.
say so. I'm currently, talking about animals that I find highly fascinating.
Yeah.
Like specific, niches.
yeah,
Not many other animals do it like they do.
Yeah.
Or do what they do. So I want to kind of make my cards unique, not
Mhm.
basic animals, but I want a couple, basic. I'm kind of thinking Pokemon. There's basic
Yeah.
Pokemon, then there's mythical Pokemon. It's just different tiers.
okay,
So at this current stage, I'm working in between advanced and a little bit more normal basic
okay,
animals.
yeah,
So the pistol shrimp.
Yeah.
That's not just any shrimp.
yeah. I feel like that's kind of advanced, right? Like,
Yeah, I would say that's
That's
on
pretty
the more
crazy.
advanced side. Another card I've been currently working on is the electric ray. There are many different species of electric ray, and I thought that variation in them
yeah,
would kind of make them less of a super rare epic card.
yeah,
Being their voltage, they can shoot from what's it, 9 to 220 volts of electricity.
Okay.
And I looked at some other animals. I was, looking for electric,
I didn't even
kinda
know
animal.
there was an electric ray. I knew there was an electric eel, but I didn't know there was an electric ray.
Yeah, funny thing about that, two of the other animals that I had thought of was the electric eel,
Okay.
but that's upwards of, I think, 650 volts of electricity.
Okay.
So I thought that would be a little bit too powerful to start off, maybe later on in the game.
I mean, it's one that evolved, right?
Yeah. And then
That's
the
great.
other one was the electric catfish,
Okay.
which shoots around, I think, 350
Yeah.
volts of electricity.
Again, I had no idea that.
There's an electric catfish.
So what I'm going to tell you that you need, like, especially on the fish side, what you need to do is you need to start reaching out to Jeremy Wade and like getting him on here because he'd be like, yeah, I was fighting this electric catfish once, and he's going to have like a real story.
I saw him sit there. I was watching a video the other day, and he caught an electric eel.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wow, very dangerous.
That's crazy.
Very dangerous.
No, I mean, and again, it's fun to learn because, I mean, I had no idea that there was pistol shrimp. Like, I knew that there was different types of shrimp, right? And I knew that there was cobras and king cobras, and I knew, but the fact that one can spit at you from 6 to 8 feet, like, no, I'm good. I don't want to deal with that. But
also, that's like the main highlight of this podcast. That's what I was really going for, to educate and share, my knowledge and love for animals.
Yeah. Well, and I think that, as you continue to grow this and as you continue to, build out the content, I mean, you're gonna reach a lot of people, and it's gonna continue to grow for you. So, I mean, I encourage you to keep doing what you're doing and doing that. So, what else you got for us? You got anything else, or what's next?
I don't exactly have anything else, scripted.
Yeah.
I was really thinking about playing on today, but I can improvise real quick.
Yeah. What you want to talk about?
So,
Let's go.
On the last podcast, with DeCarlos, we were sitting there and we were talking about the Amazon rainforest. And another, animal in there that I kind of wanted to talk about was the emerald tree boa.
Okay.
It's basically, your average snake, but they're really pretty green emerald color.
Okay.
And I was just kind of, admiring, the, like, what's the word? Variety.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it's as deadly as Australia, but it's close.
Yeah.
South America, has some of the most beautiful and dangerous animals in the world.
Yeah.
Another, I'm kind of on a snake kick right now, but there's the rainbow boa.
Okay.
Or rainbow, I think. Yeah, boa. But they have iridescent scales. Yeah. So they kind of shimmer a green, pink, red, kind of rainbow.
Okay.
Color to them. And I'm just thinking, get on the isopod kick. It's beauty and variation. Okay. There's different colors and types. There's different morphs for snakes, albino, melanistic, and I'm just kind of fascinated by the genetics part of it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, and the genetics is crazy, right? Because there's so many variations, and they all evolve to match the environment that they're in.
Indeed.
I mean, because you could take that snake, and I guarantee if you put it into a different environment that it could necessarily survive in, but wasn't fit for, like you'd be like
stand out like a sore thumb.
Well, yeah, but like 3 generations of that snake, it's going to probably blend in just perfect, which is is crazy, and it's incredible how nature is built to adapt and change on its own like that. Where if you're from Florida and you go spend all winter in Minnesota, you're not adapting, and you will hate Minnesota for the rest of your life. But
yeah, I get that. It's kind of how it was when I moved from California to here.
Yeah,
it was a big difference. There's green grass, not just in public parks.
Yeah,
everywhere. Trees, absolutely beautiful place, and there was lakes and water everywhere. I was just like, wow, I haven't seen water since I was like 8.
Yeah.
It's been forever.
It's a different, and then the humidity, which we've experienced the last couple days.
Oh my goodness.
The humidity has been delightful, to say the least.
California doesn't have a huge humidity gradient.
Yeah.
It just kind of rains, and then because of it being, well, the part I lived in was Mojave Desert. So
Yeah.
it was mostly sand and tumbleweeds and bushes and
Yeah.
stuff like that, shrubs, desert fauna. So when it rains, it just washes the sand out. It's like a flash flood. They have
Yeah.
canyons and reserves kind of everywhere for the water to run through, so it doesn't just run through town.
Yeah.
But came to Missouri, and the humidity has been doing me in.
Yeah.
My hair is really messy all the time, and then I'm always sweating.
Yeah. Well, that was like last night. I mean, we were out doing stuff last night, and man,
Yeah.
by the time I was done,
Inside,
it
you're
was
just,
like
drenched, exhausted.
and you're just exhausted because you've lost so much sweat. It's just delightful.
Yeah,
So
it's like getting steamed in a rice cooker.
yeah.
The one thing about go ahead. My bad.
No. I was just gonna say, I think it'd be fun to also look at like those different areas, right? And it's like pistol shrimps, spitting cobras,
Yeah.
but like bring in some like what else contends with the spitting cobra? Maybe they're not as fascinating of an animal, but like like
just natural
what does it hunt? What is its predator? Like what it's prey to something. What is that prey? And same with the pistol shrimp, right? What is its main predator?
What does it prey upon?
Yeah. It'd be fun. I think it'd be fun to kind of, dig into that too, and just like, what's
Predator prey mashups.
Yeah.
Different cards for different
Yeah.
animals.
No, it's just but even just in the podcast, it's like, the spitting cobra, it is contending with like our humans that's biggest.
One of them. Now you speak on it, because for a lot of animals, it's kind of the sad truth of deforestation.
Yeah.
And being put out by urban areas and more industrialization.
Yeah.
The more buildings go up, the less free range they have,
Yeah.
and that's where a lot of injuries come in, because
okay.
you're kind of encroaching on where they were.
Yeah.
And they have to adapt, and that's how they end up in your living room.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, well, you weren't here last week, and now you are.
Yeah.
I'm going to bite you. Actually, I'm going to spit venom at you.
Yeah. Australia. So there's it's called the possum.
Uh-huh.
Or no, the opossum. I think that. Okay, there's two possums. There's
Okay.
one that is, I think, the opossum,
Okay.
and then the one that's here is a possum.
Okay.
But they're spelled differently. They're spelled in reverse. But anyway, possums have incredible digging power and claws, but they don't exactly have spatial awareness.
Yeah.
So many times in Australia, you'll find them, in your house.
Oh, nice.
I remember I saw a video once, and it was inside someone's work office. It
Nice.
just dug through the wall and was sitting behind their computer.
Nice.
But that kind of, I would say, is nature's way of getting back at us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where, you're gonna build something here, we're gonna destroy it.
Yeah, here's a possum. Yeah, and I think every single person here, doesn't matter where you're at in the world, have dealt with a possum at some point in your life. Whether you live in the city, whether you live in the country, you've dealt with a possum.
So, some of the most widespread animals in the world.
Yeah, they're annoying. They're cute when they're babies.
Indeed,
They're
are very
creepy
cute.
looking on your back porch at night, but
but
they're still kind of cute. And then they're really annoying in the morning when you have to clean up their mess that they made.
yeah, tearing stuff open and
Yeah.
eating garbage.
Yeah. So awesome. Well, I mean, dude, it's been a fun episode, and
Indeed.
I'm excited. I mean, next week, I mean, we'll do it again next week, and as we kind of continue to do this, like I said, let's build it out, let's grow it out, and make sure you let everyone know where they can subscribe, where they can follow, where they can do all that with you.
Yeah, so currently, I haven't made the social media page for the podcast. I'm just posting, a couple of shorts from, episodes we've had previously. But you can find me at DJ's Fishing and Farming on TikTok and YouTube.
Perfect.
Come through, subscribe, follow, and go with me as I grow.
Yeah, no, it's exciting, and I'm excited to watch you grow. I'm excited to be here as you're growing, as you're expanding what you're doing. I think it's super awesome, and I'm excited for your journey. So, but with that, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the night, and then we will catch everybody next week, right back here at 6 o'clock. Central Standard Time, 7 o'clock Eastern, and whatever time it is for everyone else. So,
Uh,
so awesome. Well, thank you guys. Thanks, Jason, and we'll see you next week.